the challenges and perils of modern dating. What can you tell me about that?
What can't I tell you about that? I know too much. I've seen too much. Yeah, there's a lot I can say. I mean, my personal perspective is informed by psychology and specifically my issues. I have a whole little shtick I like to say, like attachment healing revolution 2025. My whole thing is let's heal relationships. Let's get to the root, right? Existentially, what do we need? We need love, we need safety, we need community, we need meaning, we need to be of service, all these existential things, even biblical things. Okay, we need to prioritize family values. What does that mean? Okay, we need to have a strong marriage. What does that mean? We need to have good communication. We need to have commitment. So breaking it down, understanding it from the level of attachment, how people get triggered and their attachment styles and insecurity and all that. That's my lens that I approach from because I've had to, because I have had a lot of attachment trauma. So I approach it through that. But then we have the modern element to it. And my generation, Gen Z, is the first to really truly have modern dating in its most insidious form. Like, yes, in the 80s and stuff, there was like in the 80s and 90s, some video chats, there was some online dating, but it wasn't the apps. It wasn't this like selection of scrolling through an app and seeing this very unappetizing menu of soulmate potential. It's just grueling. It's grueling. And everyone knows it's grueling because it's not natural. It's not a natural way to connect. And I think a lot of that comes down to the paralysis of too many options. And as a creative person, I often feel that it's like, I could do this or that or that or that, but I have to pick something. People have a trouble with commitment because there might be too many options and they ultimately don't know themselves. They don't know what they need. They don't know what they want. And there's a paralysis. So they end up just going through the merry-go-round of like, unconscious swiping left or right and hookups.